Hello again, this is Geometry, Unit 6, Section 6-4, Special Parallelograms. This is video 1. I'm going to explore various types of parallelograms and more info that's true about each one of these. Let's keep in mind that these are parallelograms, so everything we have talked about with respect to parallelograms, all the properties of parallelograms, the definition of parallelogram, is all true for every rhombus and every rectangle that we're going to discuss for this section. And furthermore, there's more things that are true based off of a rhombus or a rectangle. So let's get into that a little bit. So we have parallelograms. Everything that's true about a parallelogram, true about a rhombus, and it also has 4 congruent sides in addition to being a parallelogram. So here's the properties of a rhombus. So if your parallelogram is a rhombus, it's guaranteed that 2 things are going to happen. The diags or diagonals will be perpendicular to each other, which means if we draw in these diagonals here, what happens at the center is 4 90-degree angles get created. That happens for every single rhombus, not for every parallelogram, but if your parallelogram is a rhombus, the diagonals are perpendicular to each other. And secondly, each diagonal bisects opposite angles. And here's what that looks like. I'll use 2 drawings to draw this in. So if I draw in a diagonal here, that diagonal actually bisects 2 of the opposite angles. So this big angle gets split into 2 equal parts, and this big angle gets split into 2 equal parts. And since it's a parallelogram and opposite angles are congruent, we have congruent angles being bisected. Therefore, we actually have 4 smaller angles that are all congruent to each other. And we'll draw the other diagonal in. So this diagonal bisects also 2 opposite angles. So these large angles right here are getting split into congruent parts. And since they are congruent angles due to it being a parallelogram, we actually have, again, a set of 4 angles that are all congruent to each other. So these are the facts based off of a parallelogram being a rhombus. These are just 2 more additional properties that apply.